Hi guys, a beautiful good morning from Frankfurt International Airport, and today I'll be flying Gulf Air on their brand new Airbus A321 long range Neo in Falcon Gold, which pretty much means business class. An airline I adore, an airline I always have a great experience with, so very excited to go to Bahrain for this 6-hour flight. So let's do it. Let's go to Manama. Don't know how to pronounce the capital, but that's where we're going today. To my surprise, Frankfurt Airport seemed fairly empty, which though resulted in no queues at either check-in or at the security screening. The only thing here I noticed in Frankfurt, which is different to most of the airports, there's a lot of heavies here. You have Air India, all of Lufthansa birds, obviously, Delta, ANA, so that is very comforting to see. But other than that, it's still not going anywhere. And then I was eagerly waiting for the Airbus A321neo long range to arrive, which is the latest addition to Gulf Air's fleet and was only delivered in January 2021. So far, 2 of them have joined the airline and 6 more are going to join soon. So yeah, let me give you a little seat tour here as well. So usually that seat, when I see it on a wide body, I'm like, Thai Airways, for example, has it on their Dreamliner, so it's a 2-2-2 configuration. Usually sacrifices a lot of privacy if you have someone sitting next to you. However, this is a narrow body plane, and having a flat bed on a narrow body is pretty amazing. Those 321 long range, they can go as far as like 8 hours of flying time. So that is, for example, Manila to Sydney or Frankfurt to Bahrain is also like 6 hours. So having this on a narrow body is an absolute luxury. Then usually they have the staggered like configuration on TAP Portugal, for example, Air Astana, where they have like a 2-1-2, where you're lucky when you get the turn seat. We have a rather big screen in front of me. The remote control to operate it is right here. That has a screen as well. Seat controls, some storage space here, more storage space down here, as well as in the back where you have 2 USB slots, and then there should be a power outlet right here. So USB, universal power outlet, a divider. And you can pull this up as well, so which increases your privacy by, let's say, 22%. Look at the finishing here, like the gold and how classy it looks like. And this plane has only been delivered 3 months ago. So, and some of you may remember welcome drinks. They became very rare ever since the pandemic started, but here on Gulf Air and I think recently on Qatar Airways, I was given one as well. So cheers to the return, hopefully, of free boarding drinks in the near future. Yes, please. Thank you. And of course, a tradition on Middle Eastern carriers, some Arabic coffee. It's pretty much like a shot of Red Bull. So yeah, cheers to a great flight. Very intense, very intense. But I like the flavors. I'm a coffee person.
To start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth.
But yeah, now 6 hours of enjoying this beautiful setup here. Last time I traveled on a 321 long range Neo was on Starlux, probably a year ago, exactly a year ago. Cabin was the same. The only difference is I think they only had 2 rows of business class, and then the rest was economy. But yeah, it's all good. So the first call of action after takeoff is wine. They took the order already in the ground. They didn't have a proper wine list, so all it says on the menu is that there's going to be a wine list, but they don't have one. She was only able to tell me that there's a French or Italian wine. I think there's a bit of room of improvement, but however, the wine is absolutely excellent. Really loving it. There's going to be a starter, then there's going to be a main, so I could choose between kebab, fish, vegetarian option, so this is all good. And also some crackers. So I'm sure we've all seen these foldable tables, but this one is a little bit special. Something I haven't seen before is there's this extra thingy here. So I don't know what function it has and why it's here. Maybe you can put your phone against it. Can you pull it out? No. But yeah, that's what it looks like. If you have an idea what this is supposed to be and why, let me know in the comment section below. Maybe as a phone holder or something like that, if you leave it like this. But then if you put something heavy on here, it just collapses. Please, of all those frequent flyers among my viewers, enlighten me. Gulf Air's A321neo are equipped with Wi-Fi. It's $10 for a messaging package and $15 for a bigger data allowance. Very reasonable and fair prices. You also have access to over 1,000 of entertainment options, but unfortunately no noise cancelling headphones. So we're kicking off today's meal service with a salmon salad. Yeah, now you only have to figure out what it tastes like. So let me share a secret with you. I love salmon, but I don't like salmon air. I know, for those who are new at the channel, they probably like, this was the worst joke ever. The ones that have been sticking around since a while, they know what I mean. Anyways, so now we are on to the main, the kebab platter with a side of rice. I think there's an eggplant in there as well. It looks lovely. Huge kebab fan, so I hope it tastes just as good. So yeah, let's dig in. Also, personally, I'm not a big fan of tomatoes. Sorry, you have to go. So, and this was the main. It was lovely. Do note that generally rice and like kebab, they have a tendency to be more dry on the airplane. So yeah, now I'm looking forward to what they have on the dessert trolley. Some lemon tart, yummy, looks great. Got some coffee. I could also have a chocolate mousse, but yeah, very much fan of lemon tart. So let's see what that one tastes like. And of course, this review wouldn't be complete without a loo review. And of course, Gulf Air features all the amenities that you want to see on a 6-hour flight. Unfortunately, the airline doesn't provide an amenity kit anymore. I guess that's mainly due to the pandemic. Meal service is excellent, the wine as well, as you could probably guess from my face. And now, let's go flat. Okay, here we are, completely flat now. And over the years, the evolution of the flatbed, in the beginning I remember, if you would go flat, you could hear the engine, and it was so loud when the seat goes flat, but I didn't hear a thing. And this one just beautifully turned into a flatbed. But I guess that's the perks and the advantages of a new A321neo. I just don't know, I just feel like heaven right now. This is so nice. Maybe it's just the wine. Also, this is the situation down here, but as you know from those seats, they aren't the most spacious, you know, but you know, considering the distance these birds go, it's like the perfect little bed, flat bed for a bit of a nap and such. Protected, it's private, so in case somebody was sitting over here, you wouldn't really notice them, and you could have a peaceful sleep. So here we are inside the economy class cabin on the A321neo, and it's beautiful. It's just as stunning. And the first thing I notice is the amazing legroom I have here. As you can see, foldable table, and then as well a huge screen right in front of you. You can see my hand for comparison, so it's pretty big. And then of course you have Wi-Fi here as well. And let's check out what the recline situation is here on board. And there we go. It also comes with a very, very generous recline here in economy class, and one of those beautiful headrests where you can like fold in the flaps, and then your head like literally stays in position for very comfortable sleeping experience. So yeah, I like it. Look at this. So probably 2 more hours to go. We are over Iranian airspace. Flight is great so far. Crew is lovely. Food was good. The seat is amazing. The hard product is what stands out the most. So in order to enter Bahrain, you just download the Corona app. You prepay for your COVID test. You get tested on arrival, and you have to quarantine until you get your test results, which usually happens within 24 hours. And as you probably know, Bahrain opened their new airport, so which I'm going to cover in my next review. So I'll be two days on the ground in Bahrain, and then I'll be flying to Dubai on the Airbus A320. And there I will depart from Bahrain and like showcase the new airport, as well as the new lounge. So make sure you subscribe right now so you don't miss on this video as well. Probably know I flew Gulf Air last year or 2 years ago on the 787, which was an incredible flight. I also like their business class on the Dreamliner. So overall, this is what I like about Gulf Air. Gulf Air is not like the other big Middle Eastern carriers. They're growing steadily. They're growing in their very own pace. I think this is something what makes Gulf Air more of a boutique airline in the Middle East. Always had great flights with them. I very much love them, and that is something that stands out for me. The complete opposite of Oman Air, which is probably the worst airline, not even in the Middle East, in the world. And yeah, it's a beautiful little airline, which I really appreciate. And they're going to start flights to Singapore very soon. This is their newest destination, but I think they used to have it before in their network, but they're coming back. So it's 1 hour before we land in Bahrain. The crew came around with a trolley. There were sandwiches on there, a bit of cheese, as well as coffee and tea. Afternoon tea service. I decided to go for some coffee, no sandwiches. I ate so much. I feel so full. It's been a while since I really had such a comfortable flight, because the product is amazing. It's really, really comfortable. And then we landed in Bahrain, and to summarize my experience, it was once again a great flight with some lovely crew, fantastic catering, and a stunning hard product. I love a nice narrow body plane with a great flat bed, and Gulf Air absolutely delivers on that promise. Also, the new airport experience, and I really recommend you to check out my second video on Gulf Air where I feature this new airport, is upgrading the transit experience immensely. Overall, I was more than satisfied and can happily recommend the airline to you guys as well. This is it. Thank you so much for watching, and also a big thank you to my patrons.